Hello, welcome to today's video diary for Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion. I am Pi, and today I am going to process through the emotion of maybe a little bit of disappointment, but also pressure, which is not exactly an emotion, but impatience maybe. Here we are with the impatience thing again. I guess this is one of my things. So here's the thing. I am an achiever by nature. It is one of my greatest strengths. It means when I find something to focus on, I am on it 150%, 200%. Let's go. Let's get it done. I'm motivated. I'm ready and primed to achieve. And I have had to really kind of rein myself in because that while that is a superpower in so many ways, it also gets me sometimes in the sense that I want to do too much at once and I need to simplify. So what I'm working through is that all of these things have become clear to me what I want to do. Since having left my corporate job, just processed through this experience of burnout, and that was far more of a spiritual burnout, that like loss of meaning, than it was exhaustion necessarily in my body, although it certainly showed up and manifested in health issues as well. All of that is resolved, and I'm also loving where I'm spending my time now, and I love the techniques and processes that I've processed through to get to where I am now, feeling whole and good about things and clear about, I know what I want to do next. In fact, I know like 4 to 5 things that I want to do next. And there we go. I feel the weight on my shoulders of trying to do all of this alone. Obviously, there's so much support coming in from hubby, just in the fact that I have this time to figure this out, from my family, all of that. But one of the things I realized about myself is that I love working with people and on teams and just all being galvanized towards this is what we are trying to achieve and how we are trying to make things better together. And I feel like I'm kind of a one-man show trying to create what's next for me. I want to write a book. I want to publish my poetry. I want to build a community for people who are seeking wholeness and meaning and just inspiration and motivation in life. I want to coach people and consult. I also want to speak. I thrive with public speaking and like keynote speaking, and I love those engagements and workshops. I love doing workshops. Too much. It's too much. It's too many things. You can't just, for me anyways, and if anybody can do this, I'd be really interested to meet you. You must be superhuman. It's just too many things to try to launch and lift myself. So I was talking with hubby about it this morning and feeling like I'm just kind of disappointed I haven't made further progress, and we had to take a step back and go, let's look at this. Really, you've left the corporate world. It's only been 5 months, and in that time you have healed, you have progressed in your master's program, so you only have 4 courses left, 8 months left. You have found your calling, and you know what field you want to be in, and your voice, your story. You've done so much good work here. Now it's just a matter of choose the one thing that really, really is sparking you out of all of these. And I know they all speak to you, and maybe they will all be there at some ancillary, way. But what's the one that really ignites you? And the one that really ignites me is to create this community to, I want to give weekly talks on things that are meaningful and inspirational and that teach us about ourselves and being whole and what it means to lead a good life, and just having those reminders on a weekly basis. I want to build a community and have members within this community that I invite on a monthly basis. We'll have a monthly theme, and I want to invite the members to share their stories, because we all are under this misconception that we suffer alone, that we're not doing it right, that we should be happy but we're not, that I don't know, that nobody can see our vulnerabilities because then that makes us lesser. There's just so many misconceptions that I feel that we all operate under, and I know this from experience mentoring women, my own experience working with my classmates, just learning in general about the field of happiness studies and what whole person well-being means. We need these spaces. We need these ways to connect. And I know that there are some things like that out there in the world already. Many people attend church, for example. Many people have other communities or clubs that they belong to, and wherever they get that to feed them, that's wonderful. I love it. And I know that there's so many of us out there who have not found that home yet, who have not found that place. And I want to create one and invite others for collective healing. That speaks to me. And so hubby said, then that is the thing that you focus on. Then that's it. And these other things are great, and they can be there, and they'll probably will be somewhere along the journey. You never know how it will unfold. But that's the thing you focus on. That and your PhD. Because as soon as I'm done with this master's program, May of 2025, I want to pursue this PhD to continue my studies, research, and writing in the field of happiness studies, human flourishing, and whole being. When I talk about it in this way, when I look at the different things that I wanted to do, a simple exercise, besides talking to someone you love and trust, like I got to talk to hubby and it helped me, this is the space where I need to focus right now. Let's simplify and focus on one thing, and then it doesn't feel so overwhelming. But one of the techniques is, okay, I've got these 5 things. Which ones do I really want to do? Let's say it narrows it down to 3. Then I go, okay, out of these 3, which 2 do I really, really want to do? And then out of those 2, I pick those 2 and I go, all right, out of these 2, which one do I really, really, really want to do? That exercise helps to illuminate the thing that speaks most to my heart. And we must have heart in our endeavors, because that's where our passion comes from, and that is where we are most effective and meaningful and find the most meaning in our lives and the most fulfillment. So for me, that's very important, and that is one simple exercise to do. And if it doesn't come right away, because mine didn't, mine actually has taken a few months, and there's other extenuating circumstances, which if you've been following Finding My Way with Pi daily video diaries, I processed through much of it. And so this has been a process, but it's something that you can repeat. And it really is, what are you focusing on? And for me, I've been focusing on, what is the thing that ignites me? What is my story? Who am I? What are my strengths? What are my passions? It's really been this process of narrowing down where I'm going to spend my time and energy and efforts on the things that are most meaningful for me. And then that really just expands out from there, this state of wholeness, this state of whole being. And it expands out from there, and it helps me be the light that I want to be. So simplify. That is what I'm thinking about today, and relieving that pressure and stress that I put on myself. Thanks for being with me on this journey. I am so glad that you are here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow.